showtime.
Only slabs.
Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics, and it's Saturday, and that can mean it's only one thing. It's time for OnlySlabs, the greatest, sexiest place in all of comic book kingdom. And with me, of course, because I can't do it alone, otherwise that's masturbation. I don't know. Anyways, my buddy to the north, ladies and gentlemen, Chris the comic vet. How are you doing?
Of all the introductions, that's the one I don't like. That's the one I don't like the most.
You like the least? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
probably.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that was a little rough, I think maybe.
yeah.
Oh God. Anyways, it's gonna be a great show. We got a gentleman today that I found perusing the old Instagram, if you will, looking at people's. I'm in your guys' view, for your postings, and I'm looking, and I'm finding things, and I'm reaching out to people.
He's creeping you.
I'm a voyeur. What can I say?
He's creeping you.
I like to watch. Anyways, this week's victim, I mean, willing participant, ladies and gentlemen, Brian Red Cloud Ball on Instagram at Red Cloud Ball 1. We'll get to that story in a moment. But welcome to the show, Brian. How you doing?
Hi, thank you.
We do want to, of course, well, before we get started, we want to make sure we say hello to everybody, do all our usual stuff that we have to do, get the business out of the way as quickly as possible so we can get to showing off what you brought with us today. And with that, of course, I want to remind everybody that this channel and everything that I do here, whether it's as far as creating revenue for this channel, whether it's the advertisements, the super chats, the channel membership, the merchandise that's sold for this, which of course you can go pick up that at fatstacksmerch.com, get your OnlySlabs or Rob Fat Stacks gear. All of it goes to Comics Curing Cancer. So 100% of that revenue goes to Comics Curing Cancer. Every month we're making donation to Comics Curing Cancer. And so please, like, comment, subscribe, whatever, become a channel member. It all helps. Our channel members, want to give them a big shout out and thanks to Dale of Suspense Comics, The Real James Willie, Shattered Glass Comic Reviews, Sector 2815, Comics by the Bay, Remy Q Studios, Gary B, The Casual Comic Guy, Circumstances, DJ Links, Beckerman, Flo Dameron, Comic Aussie, Legion of Comics, Dr. Von Hoot's Comics from the Spiral Dimension, Blue Hellion Comics, Digger Jim 720, PSN Green Hulkster, Tate Prime, Collecting with Durs, Jack B, Actual Dracula, Stephen C, TM Nerdy, Chris at Retro Rocket Comics, Six Face, Travis Vick, who was the winner of last month's thank you gift for channel members. Nick Kicks and Comics, the Comic Viking, Trev the Shipping Guru, Justin Birch Letters, Chaos and Comics, Matt 268, Burke Family 54 Comics, Comics with Murdoch, Norn Rad 82, Austin LeMay, Cup of Comics, Mad Spidey, Comic Man Andy, Switch Comics, Marty Aleko, Hulk Collector 82, Seth 11, Ben Parker Comics, Brian LCS, The Comic Vet, whatever, L Green Machine, Eli Gunther, Izzyverse, NYC Comics, a Comic Bookworm, and Comic Journey. Thank you all so much for being channel members, being the heroes that show that you don't have to have a cape to help fight cancer and save lives. So thank you all very much. All right, let's go ahead and let's do Romper Room.
Romper bumper, stomper boo, tell me do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play?
Well, Liz Crucius is here. Hooray!
First,
Woohoo! The Shopverse creator, ladies and gentlemen, Shop for Comics. Hey, heading out with the fam, but here's a great start to the Slabber Day show. Absolutely. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you very much. Blue Hellion Comics, how you doing? Thank you. Well, everything's well with me. It's Saturday. We got slabs, so that's good. Couching and Slouching with Bizzle. How you doing? Had him was with him the other day on Gary B's 1011.
great show.
Trev the Shipping Guru. What's up to all the henchmen? PSN Green Hulkster, hello from Texas. Collecting with Durs, our beautiful homie out there, and On the East Coast, Far East,
Mm,
not Far East. No, not Far East. Far East is wrong term. East Coast.
OHIO, baby.
Oh, that's right. Why do I always think he's on the East Coast instead of
Because
Ohio?
he's a big Philadelphia fan.
That's it. He just
Yes.
confuses me with his Philadelphia love. Man, I'm gonna get it right one of these days. But anyway, we love you, Brian LCS, New York. How you doing? Missed breakfast with Brian this morning. Unfortunately, I actually slept in. Well, that was a nice change of pace.
Oh, it was a good show, and last night they did
Oh,
they
yeah?
did a little they did a little something special on his channel.
I saw bits and pieces of it. I have to go back and watch the whole thing. But
We'll get into that.
yeah, okay, good. TM Nerdy, hello, good day to you, sir. He's saying hello to Chris. He says hello to you too, Brian. So hello to everyone
Hey.
there. And to he says Travis is his Canadian son. Oh, that was Trev who said that. There you go. So there's something going on there that we didn't know about. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Von Hoot, comics from the Spiral Dimension. Hope you all have a banging day. Yes, absolutely. You guys, did you see last week or yesterday's 200 giveaway? It was great fun hanging out with Dr. Von Hoot. And I received a package from him yesterday as well in the mail, and that'll be unboxed next week. It's freaking awesome. So thank you, sir, and to the whole family, especially Magic Badger included something there that was just fabulous. I can't wait to show everybody. It's amazing. Let's see here. Hulk Collector 82. Hello to you. Chop and Drop 2013. It is slabbing time. 100% agree with that.
So correction.
Yeah.
Collecting with Durs is in PA.
He's in Pennsylvania.
He's in PA. Just put that. I thought he was in Ohio. Anyways.
Maybe you think of somebody else. Well, anyways.
Yeah.
Mad Spidey's here. Australia. It's early. It's freaking way early. Thank you, sir, for being with us. The real James Willie, as opposed to the fake James Willie. Beth is here, his wife. Thank you for joining us. Did I say hello to Larry? If not, hello, Larry. Thank you for joining us. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see who else is here. So we're flinging through here. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Remy Q Studios. Hope you join us in the Hangout Remy's place tonight. Always a fun time hanging out at Remy's place. Oh my goodness. We get right here. Look at this. Couches. Love this show. Well,
here we go.
We'll just pause right here, man. There we go.
That's the first time I ever asked for anything I really wanted.
Thank you for the super chat there. Couches slouching. Oh, Marty Aleco is here, everybody. Ben Parker Comics. I don't know. Matt. Comic by the Bay. Man, been putting out some freaking crazy videos, getting some hot views. Excellent. He's going to be over 1,000 before you know it. He keeps it up like that.
He's going to blow past us.
I know. So fast. But that's great. Kenneth Bird's in the house, everybody. He's here to save the day. Oh, no, he's just here today. Sorry. But he could be here to save the day. Maybe we were destined to not do well without
Move
him.
along, Rob.
I am. I'm scrolling through here while I'm talking. Jason's here, ladies and gentlemen. He never could figure it out, but he's here to party with us.
Word party people.
Marlboro Bad's here too. There you go. His alter ego. Fanboy Prom's in the house. Hello to you, sir. Thank you for coming on out with us. Goodness gracious, so many people here. It's great. This chat going back around and stuff I think I got everybody. All right, I think I got everybody. If I missed anyone, I'm really apologize. It's completely unintentional. I do realize we've been going kind of long with our intros, and we got it to 10 minutes here today instead of the 15. So we just shaved it 5 minutes off our intro, and we're ready to get into it. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, man joining us all the way from the great state of Maryland. Brian, how you doing today?
Good. Thank you.
Well, some people call it the great state.
Well, I'm not exactly too thrilled with the humidity out here, but well, we
No.
have to do what we have to do.
It's
So
better than
That's-
snow.
That's what you get for living in the East Coast.
well, I only came from across the country in Germany, so
Okay, fair
yeah,
enough.
father was military, came over here, so
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, you did, but we'll give you one anyways. The king of all nerds is here, Taylor Winder. Welcome, sir. And Izzyverse, channel member.
What's up,
Thank
Izzy?
So, Red Cloud Ball 1.
yes, we have to
There's-
bring that up.
Yeah. So, first, we throw up the banner. So, you guys can follow Brian on Instagram at Red Cloud Ball 1 as opposed to Red Cloud Ball. First of all, what is Red Cloud Ball? Does it have a meaning? And secondly, why Red Cloud Ball 1?
So, Red Cloud Ball came from the first email I ever did on Earthlink.
Okay, fair enough.
So I got my red from Final Fantasy VII, Red 13.
Yep.
I took the red Cloud, which I got as the middle name for my son. I had to
Okay.
fight that one to keep that one
Yeah.
in. And Blau, that was just out of the blue.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I ended up oddly enough, I made Red Cloud Ball on Instagram, I believe back in my college days. And again, that was 20 years ago almost, I feel like. And had no idea that I even made it. And so I ended up trying to do it about 3 years ago, and it was taken because I took it all those years ago. So I went with the next option, which was Red Cloud Ball 1.
Fair enough.
So I have both. I don't have access to the other one. I don't even think I posted anything on that one. So yeah, that's my fun goof up.
Fair enough. All right. So, my goodness, everybody, look at this. People going nuts. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what you got. Guys, make sure you give him a follow on Instagram at Red Cloud Ball 1. The link is down in the description, as well as, of course, the link to my man, Chris, the comic vet, in case for some odd reason you're not subscribed to that handsome devil. What'd you bring to show us today? How do you want to kick us off today?
So this is kind of leading into my first book. And we have, of course, Spider-Man 1.
Classic.
And
It's going to be a good show, everybody. A good show. We start with the franchise. Let's go.
And Todd McFarlane.
Yes.
Well, this is actually my first slab right here, which has quite a bit of a story behind it. So, as you see, I've got the 9.6 Stan Lee and McFarlane signature.
Nice. So this is the silver one. Was the other one the gold one? It was a little.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have both of them here. I got this one only. I looked specifically for the 9.6 after I received this one back.
Okay.
This was my first New York Comic Con, and I had no idea about grading. I didn't know about witness signatures. So at the time, I got the opportunity to meet Stan Lee, which was not my fondest experience of such a legend. He was having a bad weekend, apparently. But my saving grace was Todd McFarlane came to that same show, and he was promoting the artwork for some PC game, I believe, at the time. And we hit it off. We had a great conversation the first day. I asked about getting something signed. The group that he was there with would not allow him to sign for anyone. I came back the next day. I talked with him again for almost an hour, and they finally gave in. They let him sign something for me. So this
Fine, sign something. Get this kid out of here.
This was my saving grace for the whole show. So it has a lot of meaning behind it. A little bit of a hiccup for the experience with meeting Stan Lee. Everybody has their bad days. So, but of course, got the McFarlane, got that one sent off, and yeah, there's a lot there for me.
That's awesome.
So for my earliest book that I can go ahead and afford,
Oh, look at that.
we do
Son of
have
a
the
bitch.
Golden Records,
The
Spider-Man
GR.
1.
hmm
I've got the German copy as well of Spider-Man 1. So I pride myself that I've got the whole 1 through 400 of Amazing Spider-Man. Not in English, though.
Oh,
That's my trick. I'm going after the full English run. I'm down to 16 issues. I commented the other day
congratulations.
because you were down to, what is it, 8 issues?
I'm down to less than that now. So yes,
So yeah, that's just one hell of a feat, you know. So
it's not inexpensive. That's for sure.
no, no, it's not. And everybody just seems to want to go for the ASM runs.
It is the quintessential Marvel run, right? I mean, it's regardless of what not saying that Spider-Man is the greatest of all Marvel creations. He might
He
be.
is.
Yeah,
He
I mean,
is. He is.
but I mean, I can see
DC
arguments.
as well.
I can see arguments for Fantastic Four, and people have their arguments for X-Men, and that's all well and good. But the reality is, when you think Marvel,
it goes straight down my head.
Spider-Man is holding up the platform that everyone else is on.
100%. You'll see a little bit of a theme here on all these slabs.
Trev.
They'll come up pretty fast for you. So
Oh,
Nice.
we have ourselves some black and white McFarlane, Venom, Spider-Man. This one right here was one that I ended up seeing only due to Instagram. Somebody had thrown it out there, and I was like, "Where did this come from?" And
that was I recall. That's a pretty pricey variant
Yes, it
too.
is. And I'm not sure if Todd actually signs that. I know there's a couple distinct Venom books that he won't sign for whatever reason. Like we all know there's a certain amount of books that Todd won't sign via CGC at this point now. I'm curious if that's actually one of them. Yeah, and I think I've only seen this book myself once, one other time, other than
Okay.
right now.
Trying to take a look right now, see if I can pull it up.
Yeah. What's on the back?
So,
What's on the back
yeah.
cover for that one?
you have your Marvel Strike Force.
Okay.
This is number 1, right?
Yes, Venom 1, remastered sketch edition. Venom 166 issue.
Dave collects. Yeah. Nice to see you, my man. Thanks for stopping
Not
by.
Not seeing it.
I think we all
Which year is that one?
18.
2018. Yeah. For some reason, I'm not seeing it pop up. Oh well. We'll move along. But yeah, that book is
So I
Fire.
lead into another black and white.
Oh,
Look at that. The first cameo of Venom on a cover.
I really enjoy my black and white Venom covers. So I only keep a handful of books here that I can actually store with my 8-year-old running around that I feel confident enough that aren't going to go sideways on the ground and make me want to cry in a corner. So
Yeah, that's a terrific book. That obviously that's lifted from like the last page of ASM 299. I gotta admit, I like those teeth that Venom had at that point. I know that they've all gone sharp, and the tongue is now gone crazy and stuff. But I always like this look. It just like a nice mishmash of Joker and Spider-Man all mixed into a big bodybuilder called Venom.
I think that's what kind of throws me off when it comes to the new Venom movies. I really feel like we should have this like big Navy SEAL guy that's a weightlifter, and everybody that I know says, oh well, we've got a great guy that's acting as Venom, and I'm like, well, if you were raised and you follow the story, it's kind of like you're picked between the Peter Parker of the movies. Like, never was a fan of the Toby. I think Garfield had the best presence. Now we get all three of them because you can slap them all together and call them multi-universe Earths. So again, personal opinion in that sense for me. So
Yeah.
this one I didn't know I needed, and I had to have it. So this is, of course,
Yeah! Yeah!
El Quinto foil edition that just came out, and this was one that I guess wasn't supposed to be maybe out there, but was graded, and I bit the bullet on it. So
I've never seen that book until now.
This one here. This is. I see. I got confused on this. I didn't realize this was a reprint then. So this is because this
Right.
is the cover from the
This
video
is not
game.
but this is not the Acclaim book.
Correct. This is a foil version of it.
Got
That's
it.
what I'm saying. I've never seen this copy before.
Yeah.
I was tempted on almost throwing in a non-slab to get the Acclaim promo copy in here, but I know that it's kind of frowned upon, so we were just going to keep with the themes. Keep them slab, keep them glad. Here's from, what is it, one that I had mentioned from my boy, Battle World Comics. He hooked me up. He knew I wasn't really into slabs, and he's like, you just have to have this. So that kind of led me into why don't I keep on looking and catch myself with the
Oh, God, Peter, hit me!
Yeah!
Ow!
That's the action figure variant. Very nice.
So, of course, it's not the 9.8. Not yet, at least. We'll get there, but I came across this one, and I was like, for what they were asking for, this was kind of coming back down from the, I guess, that pandemic boom that it's just so gladly boosted the records of every comic.
Well, that one also was one because there's so few of them that it can really kind of jump all over the place where the sales come on it. So it's one of those ones that I've seen it go for. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, there's it's right now cratered actually. Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong book. Let me look at the right book. So this is the second print. It came out 9 years after the first print. This was came attached in a car to an action figure. It sold only at KB toy stores.
Matt Spidey may have hit the nail on the head. Now we know why he got Rob's attention on Instagram.
Yeah. So you could only get this at KB toy stores and it was a Toy Biz figure. And of course, at that time, the original Spider-Man 2099 run had been it stopped a while ago. And so it was kind of like who is this? Didn't sell well, ended up a lot of bargain bins, everything else. But so this was the only way we get it. And this cover, I was telling Brian before the show, this cover is not like normal cover stock. This is like a flimsy paper, whatever. Yeah. This black border just takes spine ticks up the wazoo. But yeah, this has cratered recently. It looks like a 9.0 right now. Well, there hasn't been a sale since 2021 on it. It was only about 257. But like a 9.8 on this book, which at one point was as high as 2,000 or 20. It's all over the place. So like in September 2022, somebody bought one for only $284. Got a steal. The one sold before that was $2,500. The one before that was $1,600. So it's all over the place because there's so few of them.
Yeah,
but
some people may not realize what they have.
Yeah, no, it's an awesome book.
Now, this one I've been chasing after for quite a while. And it kind of speaks for itself.
Wow. That might be the first time that the Gold Venom has been on this show.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, and this Venom Lethal Protector, obviously the red foil's been on a few times. quite a few times. It's it's quintessential to a lot of Spider-Man collections. But my God, the gold foil. Good for you, sir. Good for you.
Definitely. Again, another one where I've got the platinum one. I just don't have it slabbed yet. I want to get somebody to really take their time on cleaning it and pressing it before I go and send that one in, since it isn't exactly the easiest one to get over from Italy.
Yeah. So that gold in an 8.0.
Yeah,
it's still a $400 book right now. Recent.
I
sale.
did well then, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. No, one just sold 2 weeks ago for $400.
Okay. This one was just one of those covers that just looked mean and aggressive, and it came up, and as such, I ended up jumping on it. It has that other, I guess, version of Venom that I enjoy seeing, with the slime everywhere, the tongue just wrapping around. It screams what I would anticipate, I guess.
I don't want to say that you've hit a mark with these Venoms, but we just got, before James Willie going all place, Dr. Von Hoot's going off, Collecting with Durs is going off. You're just getting a lot of them just going off all over the place. Ben Parker is just, aroused. You got straight fire here. I mean, it is. People were definitely digging these Venom covers. Awesome so far.
Thanks for joining us, Wayne.
If we need to give them a couple of minutes, what I'm saying is, now this one, I guess it kind of picked up on the hype. This was one of those covers where it was foreign for me at the time. I was definitely intrigued with the Carnage, Silver Surfer, and there was a pair that I jumped on, which I think right now where it stands market-wise is probably where I'm at. But it's one of those things where I figured it might have been a better option for me to have gone raw rather than the slab and just hold on to them. But it was an impulse. I had to have it. And I think it was like I snagged it up around my birthday, where I was like, well, happy birthday to myself.
Nice.
But, so we've got ourselves that Carnage, and of course we follow that right up with the I guess the pair, I guess I would call them.
Wow.
Nice.
Great cover. Great.
Now for
Durs's refractory period is amazing. Oh, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh.
Yeah, this is the best ever.
Yes. That's all. Now a lot of people probably know that Larson took over after Todd McFarlane left ASM to go do Spider-Man. But my God, Eric Larson did a great job too. He doesn't get as much love as Todd, but Eric Larson did a fantastic job, and that cover shows proof.
Yeah.
And this one goes ahead and goes back to the McFarlane.
Oh.
Woo!
First full Venom
Yes.
on a cover. Terrific. They even
It's
made a
just one
Funko
of
out of
those,
this.
Original covers that just, I guess, was the staple of where my slab collecting has gone and just stayed with, which is the following Venom covers that just stand out more so than not.
Before you put this one down, my man, it's funny. Like this cover is held in very high regard to a lot of Venom collectors, obviously Spider-Man collectors and everything. But when Todd McFarlane sits down and talks about this, all he talks about is how he cheated on this cover with the background. It's just a bunch of straight lines behind him, and all we're focused on is the fact that Venom has now put Spider-Man through a wall, what it looks like. But all Todd McFarlane sees is what he didn't do. And
Right.
well, Todd, if you ever see this, it's okay, man. We can still appreciate your shortcut to get this in on time.
Respond though. I mean, you're talking about, you've got a lot of angular, direction to give it that aggressiveness that you remove the backgrounds on a lot of them, and it's again still beautiful artwork nonetheless.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, since we can't go ahead and get Venom without actually coming across some kind of black blob.
And this is that very rare variant, that rare blue label variant that we don't really see on the show that often. Still a major key, and it's got the PVC
So
on it.
this was a buddy of mine that I ended up through Instagram. He was going and he ended up parting way with a pair of these. And so, of course, with this one, it ended up going ahead and coming with the 252 as well.
Nice.
I need to get this book in my collection.
You don't have a 252?
The two big ASM keys I'm missing at this point now is the one he's holding in his hand and 300. I've had 300 numerous times. I'm just absent of one right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
okay. Good to know.
1 through 50 achieved. Other big keys achieved.
Right.
This one still need it.
Well,
and that's a great grade, by the way.
I did grab. Well, these two came with the intent that there is a chance of upgrading them. So for possibly cracking and repressing, there's a chance that I might get that extra 0.2 or 0.4 out of them. But until I go ahead and play with a couple more books on cleaning and pressing, we'll end up seeing where that ends up for me. So, but yeah, let's see. I've got another couple more over here. Here's a good remark. So I grabbed this one. Maybe something a little bit more modern.
That is terrific. Look at Bagley. That's a Bagley remark?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen one before.
Yeah, I've had some Bagley remarks, but I've not seen him do it on that. That's a Shannon Mayer cover. I have that book quad signed, but I don't have a remark on it. That's for sure.
It's got Shannon across the top there.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But yeah, that is. So is that a Bagley remark though, or is that a Shannon Mayer remark?
No, that's a Bagley.
That is signed and sketched by Mark Bagley.
Wow.
Yeah.
Terrific. In a 9.8. Love it.
There you go. So I think that's getting
Adam's having a hard time.
close to about half my stack. Let's see. I've got this one I just recently acquired. And this was just another impulse. I didn't have a lot of signed books. So
yeah,
depending on the direction of where I guess they were going with the symbiotes, and I mean, who knows at this point now? It went from just Venom and Carnage to now there's 50 of them apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, the Planet of the Symbiotes, you thought you still had your 4 or 5 different other, you got your Scream, your Agony, and whatnot, and then all of a sudden it's just opened up a whole door of just I guess content that at least before I felt like you could follow. Now I'm just left in the woods for what's happening. I don't know. I don't have the time to read as what I used to at one point in time. So
no, that's a great Kirkham book as well.
Yeah. Awesome.
So this is about halfway, you're saying?
Yeah, this is
fairly,
all right.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, awesome. We'll pause then for to go ahead and do our giveaway and everything, and let everybody take that break to reload, maybe take some vitamin E or something after all that.
Water into you.
Please, baby. I'm not from Havana. Let's go ahead, guys. Throw up hashtag We Are Venom. We'll be doing our giveaway from the giveaway bin. Will be a chance to win comic books, slabs, merch, any number of things from the giveaway box. So let's go ahead and hashtag We Are Venom, and we'll get that out. In the meantime, Chris, what's going on over on the Comic Vet channel?
Well, I just dropped a brand new Walmart video where I actually opened 3 packs. And I got to admit, as you know, Rob, I try to respond to almost every every comment that gets left on my channel. And I think it was actually Matt, Comics by the Bay, that left a comment saying, you're 33 episodes into doing Walmart packs, and I haven't even found one pack yet. Man, that just sent me over. I was laughing, and I kind of thought maybe I should send that kid a Marvel pack. But anyways, myself and Mark tomorrow are going to be doing Two Cool Guys, Two Hot Picks. We are quickly approaching 100 episodes. I believe tomorrow is going to be episode 98. When we do the 100 episodes, keep an eye out for that. We're going to kind of change up the format from Two Cool Guys, Two Hot Picks to something a little different. So keep your eye out for that. And I'm hoping tomorrow night to be on Mark's channel. Later on tonight, you can catch me on J-Man, J-Man's channel, where we just order all the Spider-Man movies from best to worst. So basically, when it's my turn to say from best to worst, it's just going to be all of them at the best.
Great. Coming up this week for me, I'm going to tell you this coming Monday, guys, buckle up, because 2 weeks ago I released a Monday mail call where I said this is the most epic mail call ever that I've done. And it was. But what's more epic than the most epic mail call? This coming Monday's mail call. So you'll want to make sure you check it out. Guys, it's insane. And then, of course, on Thursday, I'll be dropping my video, which will be my AOK from Dr. Von Hoot's Comics from the Spiral Dimension. Just an incredible AOK. So there we go. Let's go ahead, guys, give you just a few more seconds to get that hashtag We Are Venom in. And we're going to go ahead and pull that here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wheel of Fish. Winner. Chicken dinner. Hulk Collector 82. Congratulations, sir. All right, let's go ahead and pull that back and make me to the big, and let's pull the box over here. All right, Brian, here's what's going to happen. You're going to be picking for Hulk Collector 82 here. You're going to give me a number between 1 and 10 from the front or from the back, or we can do some back to front action and you just tell me where to stop.
Let's do the back to front.
All right. So we're going to go. You just tell me when to stop.
And stop.
All right. Now, do you want me to take the book in front, behind, or both books? All right. Because we're pulling 6 books all together. Okay. Some more of that? Or
we'll do that again.
All right.
And stop.
All right. One more time.
All right. And stop.
All right. Let's put these off to this.
Watch your back, Rob.
Okay. Yep. Thank you. All right. I hope you're out buckled in, because I saw one of the books in here and I was wondering when this book would finally come out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, how about some beautiful Peach Monoko Wolverine number 14?
Very nice. Austin over Peach. Very nice.
This book has got all kinds of nice white space for signature collecting or for a remark.
Yeah.
The facts, of course, every book comes with 2 Pokemon cards, courtesy of our twerking brother Tyler, Shatterglass Comic Reviews. The facsimile Avengers, first appearance Wonder Man, upcoming in the movie, right? How about Superman number 1, Bendis?
Oh, that's a fabulous cover. Yes, and that's just the left hand. Imagine what you can do with the right. All right. Is Superman ambidextrous? I wonder. Okay.
Here's a Suicide Squad number 1.
Oh my God. Look at King. That is terrific. Look at King Shark in the background. Everyone's focused on is, look at the hips on Harley there. King Shark is right there. Terrific. Those are 2 great DZ pulls in a row.
the first star-spangling issue of the Omega Men.
How is Omega Man #1 in that box? like we all know the big book that came out of the run for Omega Man, but this is a spectacular run. Like, how is the Rob just blows my mind sometimes. Issue #1 thrown in there.
So here you go. This is the biggest book of the lot, though. Actually, this I almost when I started seeing what this book goes for, I almost pulled it out of the giveaway bin, but then I said, you know what, the hell with it. This is Star Wars Adventures #7. It is the first appearance of Hondo. This book, look it up. It's actually a pretty pricey book. Well, I mean, not super pricey, but I mean, it's got some value to it. It's a really great book. So, congratulations, Hulk Collector 82. A great set of pulls. Thank you. You can send your thank you card to Brian. And let me put this on
Magic
here.
fingers.
Hulk Collector. See what happens when people go from the middle instead of just the ends? All right, I think I have your information there. If I've never sent you books before, ping me on IG with your address so I can send those books out to you. Otherwise, I'll take a look and see if I have it there. Congratulations. All right, let's get back into some slab in action. And
All right.
yeah, there you go. $40 near mint in a raw book. There you go. That's not bad out of a freebie boy.
Oh,
Ooh.
yes.
So
Clayton Crane.
This is the story that's the father-son story that wrote it, right? Is this? Who's the writer?
Coming through with a trade.
Are you talking about J.J. Abrams?
Yeah, is this the Abrams book or
Clayton Crane?
Well, I know.
Yeah. Death of Mary Jane.
Yes, yes,
exclusive.
yes. Okay, so this is the J.J. Abrams story. Crane cover, but yeah, the Abrams story. This is a
beautiful cover. I don't think that story was very well received among Spider-Man readers.
I would imagine so. Everybody goes ahead and deals with you, kill them off.
Yeah.
This one as well, I got a fairly good deal with. This came by, and it needs to be reholdered. It's got a pretty gnarly crack here in the slab, but for what it came up as, I thought, hey, this is a cover that you don't typically see when it comes to him with his mask off. So,
right, the John Boy Myers cover, terrific. Kind of has a little bit of a Zhang Jiang flavor to it too, with that whole eye flare going on there. But yeah, love it. Great grade too.
These two that are coming up are just some foil goodness that I just figured, why not?
Oh yeah.
Still, of course, Spider-Man themed.
Love the Green Goblin.
This was one that I recall having when I was younger as a raw copy that just the side spine was completely smashed in. I had flipped through this many times trying to trace while I was in school and whatnot. And yeah, this one I think came around the same time or so.
Mind bomb.
Oh,
what was that? Yeah, that was 95. This is 96. So this one right here, I'd always anticipated maybe it'd come 6 months, maybe a issue #2. Never came. I guess the corkscrew through the guy's skull was just a little too extreme for Marvel. I don't know. But yeah, it was one where, again, it came up and I was like, well, as a slab, you got to have it in the collection somewhere. So, yeah, this one was one of those impulse buys. Now, this one, I'm banking on this one. I hope to... We're going to do something with this book now. I know it's kind of one of those hit and misses because of the pandemic and whatnot. Which one is the first, release of virus?
This is back to because of the way we go. This is the chronological story, first appearance versus the first released because of delays.
Right. So this one here is just with the label. I mean, the cover itself, especially for an issue that was pretty much to get your foot wet for anybody into the comic, younger generations. I mean, you've got everybody that you want. You've got the hot, Black Cat. You got the Venom, Spider-Man. What else are you expecting,
Yeah, the only real problem with this book I mean, it was cool that when it came out, that the label and stuff they got put on it. The only problem is that they did nothing with Virus. He was like really cool, and then we got the reveal, and then that was the end of it. Matter of fact, we haven't even gotten an explanation yet how, spoilers, the Scorpion was Virus, how he got back from being trapped in the Beyond future storyline to now he's menacing Miles Morales. We have no idea how that even happened, because last we saw he was trapped in the future.
Well,
alternate universe.
That's one of these books that I just have to say somebody's going to have to touch back and interject on the story if it comes in.
I hope so.
5-10 years from now. But I have a gut feeling that this is going to be one of those books that people are going to be just, looking for.
I was really disappointed because Virus was cool looking and I liked the idea of here was a symbiote hunter, right?
Yeah.
It was his armor was made up with all these different things specifically to combat symbiotes. I think that would have been a great character. Then I think that the turn on who it was like, okay, but then just to completely strip it and leave it as a dangling participle was unfortunate, but still unique in the fact that the book actually has that explanation. This one, does yours have it, that explanation on it? Yeah, the 20.
Yeah, on the back it states about the pandemic, and
that makes it unique unto itself.
It feels almost like you've got like the Iron Man suit with Predator slapped together.
Yeah,
it just
it was pieced together. It was great.
And that was actually a very fun time because everyone was obviously at home and everything. And I can remember watching YouTube and all these big conspiracy theories on who everyone thinks it is and that it could be a different Tony Stark. And, because Kate at the time was the hottest thing in Marvel and not so much now. But yeah, it was that was such an interesting time, especially surrounding that book. And speaking of Donny Cates.
So
Peach Momoko.
Talk about in which order it comes in. This one here as well goes ahead remarks as the runner-up for Virus story.
These Peach Momokos, I know that some Peach Momoko, controversial for some people, hit and miss, whatever else, but these Peach Momoko Venoms I thought were so good because they've got a chance for a lot of people who had only seen her do some of the normal watercolor work. To understand it, her background was horror, and being able to bring in these horror elements into some of what she was doing with the Venom covers were great. And these, almost all of them, from like 26 through 30, the ones that she did, had 3 variants. You could get this trade dress, you could get the virgin variant, and then my personal favorites, which were just the line sketch variants. All so beautiful.
Well, when we're talking about Momoko, let's go ahead and talk about just this virgin.
There we go. The pencil sketch variants I'm talking about right there. This
was just one that, as soon as I seen it, the background with the yellow snow, the artwork itself just speaks for itself. The background is just kind of what throws me up just a hair, but I pair this one with the Knoll statue that I have, and
well, these pencil sketch variants, I mean, you can see are nice because it's not like a normal, when you buy like a Jim Lee sketch variant, it's like the final pencil drawing. Everything's cleaned up. He's done it. It's the tracing over the final stuff, right? Whereas these Peach Momoko ones, there's the layers there. You can see some of the just a line marking for, okay, here's the center line for the body and the face, and here's where the eyes should go, and here, and you see the reds and the blues, different layers of the drawing as it comes in, and it's far more interesting to me to be able to then see those levels of what went into creating this versus just getting that final production version.
Right. Now we've got a little bit of anti-venom.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So I've got the predecessor variants that I just have yet to go and get slabbed. So I've got quite a decent stack that I don't feel comfortable pressing myself yet, and I don't have the kahunas to send a stack of books to somebody to hope to work on my books yet. So I definitely hear quite a few good pressers out there, but I just haven't had the nerve yet to drop off 10 higher end books that
No, there definitely are a lot of them out there, a lot of good ones. I'll just use this as a segue to mention for anybody who is thinking about a presser, you might consider the roguetraderutah.com. That's the person who presses my fat stacks of comics. If you go to the website, you can see some pre-bundled packages, discounted. You use the code FATSTACKS at checkout, you'll receive an additional 20% off. And when you use the code, $10 is donated to Comics Curing Cancer.
and just on the back.
Oh, nice wraparound. Yeah.
So, yep. Now we have another Carnage.
No, Superior Carnage. Does Doctor Doom become Carnage? No.
Dr. Octopus.
I mean, we could write that one in. I mean, the way that they're just crossing everybody out. One of the what is it? The Monster Strikes? Is that the Mech Strikes? But yeah, this one was a cover that again I came across on Instagram, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty gnarly one. But for the 9.8 versus 9.4, hands down, I thought it's going to be on my wall anyway. So we've got a couple of, again, I guess, color splash, black and white.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
This was a nice little run that they did. Issues 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
All had these variations on this, which were great that Tyler Kirkham did.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people don't realize that's actually Miles hanging off the bottom of his tongue there.
Is that on this one, on issue 1? No.
Yeah.
Miles is on issue. Miles like
he's
Miles
on
one of the
on
issues.
3, the first null. Yeah, I thought that was Miles as well.
Now between the Venom and the Carnage, but what is it? The Red Goblin and I guess the symbiote with the twirl. Those two just for some reason just never stuck out in my mind. So I ended up grabbing that one, and of course to kind of partner with that one.
Yeah, there you go.
Get
Nice.
that one signed.
Tyler Kirkham's signature. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have the set of the 4 of these, although my number 1 isn't the color splash. Instead, it's the convention variant. But I had them all signed by Kirkham, and then later on, during that break, Bagley and or Stegman and Cates were doing so many signings together that it was really easy to send them off and get them so they're all triple signed, which was real nice. Yeah, these are beautiful. I'm really disappointed because I thought that these were some of the better covers that came out of some of the variants for these first issues, and yet for some reason they, some of them have some value, but even the number 3 during the height of everything when everyone was going gaga over the first null, it was like one of the cheapest versions of issue 3.
Well, yeah, there was a lot of copies of that first null, various printings, and then variants on top of it all. Yeah, I just went with the cover A.
Beautiful book, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
The Virgin variant. Yeah, got extra glare this go around.
Yeah, this one's a little rough to. Oh, okay. Okay. Whoa, someone's looking down the barrel of a gun, and we got the hulking null symbiote. Nice.
And,
that is terrific. Almost like that Dragon Ball Z run happening right there. That is just terrific.
We're burning through all these beautiful Venom books, and my man, Soul Twice ain't here. I don't know what's going on with that.
That is terrific.
now, if he starts throwing out a Kamehameha or something, like, I'd be really amazed.
Who's the cover artist for this?
Granov,
Oh, Eddie Granov. Okay.
Oh wow.
Virgin Edition.
I wouldn't have guessed Granov, but that's
Yeah,
nice.
no, but I love Addie's work
Yep.
too.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got ourselves a side profile.
This,
You know,
this
I've
is,
never seen the version of this. Like,
this
I
is
own the trade
Brillo,
myself.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. That is terrific.
Yeah, I think this is Venom 1.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I have this in the Virgin, but I don't have the white background. Mine's still got the colored in one. This is
Right.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
Now, I guess a little bit of a older throwback. Now, I definitely enjoy these oil wraparounds. Now, one thing I have yet to go and notice is
So I gotta stop you right there. So everyone so everyone that you can see right now, this is Spider-Man Maximum Clonage. This was to Rob, it's an infamous book. Rob was a Spider-Man collector and a comic book reader, but when this book came out, that was it for Rob. He got rid of all his books. He thought this was it. This is just too much. This is over the top. And for the first time in the history of our show, as we approach 100 episodes for this show, this is the first time the book that got Rob out of comics has finally made its appearance. And like, look at all the Spider-Men that are on the cover of this book.
This book is an abomination to the comic gods. It has no place on this show. It is literally the
Great cover.
worst. This is now literally the worst thing that's ever happened on this show, even
Great cover.
over all the Pokemon slabs that showed up on this show.
I like the spaghetti
my
webbing on the
goodness.
cover there. That's good work.
so.
Yeah,
Do you know about the variation, however, about this book?
irrelevant to me.
Go ahead.
So this right here on the back is the one with the UPC.
Yes.
Well,
yes, 2 copies of it.
this one right here, if you look at the alpha, correct, is gold stamped.
If you pull out a third copy,
So if you go and look, you have the white variant and the gold variant, which actually tells you on the back here.
Oh yeah.
1 of 2,000.
Okay.
So,
great. I didn't realize it was
This,
that
this
short
is
printed.
one of those books that I didn't know about at first.
So it's a
And
clone of
one
a clone.
It was a gimmick, yeah.
Oh man.
And I got a couple of the normal versions, and they
this is
come to
pretty
find
good.
out somebody brought up that there's a gold variant which has a very low run, and most of them actually go ahead and get the oil off of the litho against the spine. And well, so I got a couple of raw copies, and I ended up coming
Why
across
would
this
you do
one
that
that
to
nobody knows, and it's not remarked at all by CGC.
So this is
We can spend some more time on it. is what
we're
I'm
not
saying.
done with we are not done with this book.
I
any
don't
stretch.
understand. You know, it's such a crappy
I just-
storyline.
For everyone that's watching, I just have one question, my man. what's written on the right side of that blue label right there for maximum clonage? I'm curious. 'Cause I see there's some notes there.
So I think
What?
CGC actually notes that this is the book that caused Rob Fatstacks to leave comics
What's
and
it say
sell
on
his
the right
entire
side of that
collection.
label?
So we've got the Jackal, Spider Side, New Warriors, and Kane appearance, Punisher cameo, acetate cover.
That's right. All comes back to the Jackal.
Oh, look at
ASM
that.
129.
It's an acetate
Take it in.
cover. There
Just
you
take
go.
it in. And don't forget, that's the only way you can go ahead and get that one of 2000.
I don't care how rare it is. It's still a pile of shit.
It's a nice cover. I gotta admit, I like the spaghetti webbing. That looks
Oh,
good.
okay, let me transfer over to this one. How about that?
Oh,
Nice
Jesus.
save. Nice save.
You are real close to getting the hook, my friend.
Oh boy. Well, I guess I'm gonna pull the other ones out of this stack then.
It says the death of Rob.
I was gonna show the other 4 copies, but
Oh yeah, I'm crying. This is so good. Oh, I enjoy when I have to pilot OnlySlabs solo. Okay, let's go.
so this was one of those green covers that just absolutely stand out. The under Unknown Comics, I ended up picking it up. I got a raw copy, and it was just such a beautiful cover. I had to go ahead and get a slab version. So I hope that kind of makes up a hair. All right, let's go ahead and go for some dragon action. No Pokemon slabs here, but how about some Dragon Venom?
Now, what issue is this? This is in 33.
King in Black, number 4.
Okay, it's a King in Black variant. Oh, it's a Virgin variant. Very nice.
So this was one of those covers where I see that they were doing pairs, and I said, nope, I have to have this sucker slabbed as a Virgin. So
you said this was issue 3?
4.
4. Okay, so at this point, the King in Black, the miniseries, is still pretty good. It didn't jump the shark, but let's be honest, King in Black jumped the shark. It was off to a great start. But yeah,
it's kind of like that show Lost. I mean, it ran great. Last episode killed it.
Easy with Lost. Easy with Lost. Not a reference we want to use. Okay.
Uh-oh. But yeah, so this one right here, this was just one of those covers that just stands out.
Yeah.
And I think we're down to the last 3.
Okay.
And this was one that
yes.
I was looking for this one as a Virgin slab, and it took quite a while. The grade really didn't matter terribly too much. I just wanted a clean copy of this. Just the idea of being able to, whichever way you want to go about it. It was just such a stunning cover.
Very cool, very cool. When I see this instantly, I think, well, it in my opinion, every kind of comic book we see now with this on it, that's after, say, 1985, it's a very quiet homage to the back cover of The Killing Joke, because The Killing Joke actually has on the back cover Batman and the Joker in the same style. But that one's actually a very nice modern take.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Great cover.
And here we go with this one.
Oh, that's tremendous. That's
great.
tremendous.
That's a Crane, right?
Yeah. Limited 555. So this one came by, and I think that they have 4 different type of styles similar in this with color and with text, and this one just again with the Venom craze of slabs that I have and own. This stood out to me. So, yeah.
Very nice.
And I just go ahead and end on.
That is wicked.
Wow.
This is another one of those covers where I feel like for all the variations that are out there right now, to get the same book, same story, just with a different cover slapped on it. At least the versions kind of give me just like more of that artsy feel.
Yes.
Where you actually go ahead and feel like, oh, it's not just a comic. It's actually like you could, slap it on the wall and you could frame it out and, well, hot diggity,
Yeah,
So,
with a few exceptions. There are a few exceptions where I still think the trade dress looks better. A lot of times it is on these variants. I do prefer the variants for that same reason. It's more of a piece, lets the art shine through. But every once in a while, there comes the rare one where you go, nope, it needs the trade dress. Yeah, that's super fire.
I guess with the 1 through 400, I mean that there's no change to that, and as that run, I mean clearly it would look completely odd. I mean in some cases they do now, I guess the Mexican foils where they're just deleting all of the script off of it. That looks kind of cool. Maybe I feel like what is it, Spider-Man 101 with Morbius, where
Yep.
I believe they have that one that's deleted all of the script on it. I want to say, I might be wrong on that, but just those covers look really stunning in my opinion. But it's still not, you can't substitute for the originals in those senses. Now, I mean, every time you blink, you go ahead and have they sell them now in bundles. You have to go ahead and you get the trade with the Virgin, and they're grouped together where it's like, well, I don't need 2 copies of the same book, so I'll go for what is more eye appealing.
Yep. Awesome.
But
Well,
yeah,
thank you very much for bringing those on. Everybody in the chat definitely loved Heavy Symbiote Saturday here on OnlySlabs.
well,
A lot
I didn't know
of
how y'all felt with what is it, the series Crossed with Garth Ennis. I got a couple of those slabs, but I didn't think decapitation might be the direction we wanted to go with. So.
Durs is just done and drained. Poor Mrs. Durs isn't going to have any fun now because Durs is done. Best show in recent memories is obviously Durs is a huge fan of the Venom. The only way you could have probably done it better for him is if you had done all Spawn. But
I think he's happy with those
I don't have
McFarlane
Spawn
covers.
slabs. I have Raw 1 through 140, but no Spawn slabs yet.
Oh my goodness, hold on. I'm sorry, my screen just all of a sudden went crazy on me. All right. Awesome. Again, thank you very much for coming on, guys. Appreciate their oh my goodness, all kinds of some of these guys she's been sitting right next to him. All right. Not a dry oh god, guys, thank you guys for coming out. Let's go ahead and do our next giveaway. If you don't mind, throw in hashtag spider clones suck. Throw that in the old the chat. Yeah, there you go. And we'll go ahead and give away some more books and see what we get. I know for Ben Parker Comics that'll be really difficult. But sorry. So we already talked about what's coming up in the week. Yeah, get yourself uninvited here, man. So tonight, guys, I know that I think we're doing Remy's Place tonight, so you want to check that out after this. Let's see, I'm going to try to squeak on over to Triple G's channel on a panel over there that I was invited to, and of course, again, like I said, Monday. Huge mail call. Be sure to check that out. Next week here on OnlySlabs, some people have been asking for it. Now you're going to get it. So be careful what you ask for. Cole's Comics claims is coming to OnlySlabs. So be sure to tune in next week. Why don't you know what? Make it easy on yourself. Why don't you just hit that notification bell? It's right down there. And that's going to go ahead and let you know when we go live, and problem solved. Right? Go ahead and hit leave a comment, like all that other fun stuff. It all goes to help us get the show in front of more people, get that ad revenue out there to help comics curing cancer, and of course become a channel member if you're so inclined. The whole $2.99 a month that goes, everything that bit of that comes into me gets passed right to the American Cancer Society for Comics Curing Cancer. So far, I'm just waiting for March's payout to come, but it looks like we'll we might have with it will be close to about $500 roughly so far for the year that we've raised and for Comic Screen Clearance. So thank you all so much for that. Of course, our big push will be in October when we're doing the big event. So start slipping a couple dollars into your savings account each day, so that way when we get to October you're ready to help with our big auction, pick up some beautiful stuff, and of course support Comic Screen Cancer. We'll be shooting for last year we raised just under, it was like 22,300 or something like that, so we're shooting for $25,000 this year. So thank you all so much. This, of course, what we're generating now is all going towards that, so it helps us out to get that head start.
Rob, you know what else happens later on this fall?
I
The
know many
CBC
things.
Awards.
Oh yes, let's please.
And
Chris.
last night, Brian LCS announced what the new categories are, some of the changes and some of the new categories for the CBC Awards. And just a heads up, this show, which won last year, and I happen to have
mine's blocked, but
our lovely award that Rob and I took home last year, we're now in a different category. We're now in the 1,000 to 5,000 subscriber. So I'm not going to say we expect to go back to back, but if you would consider nominating this show, we would greatly appreciate that. It just shows a little bit of the love for that, something that we do every Saturday afternoon.
It really did mean a lot to us.
Oh, it's meant the world.
So, all right, let's go ahead and spin it and see who wins it. We got 29 out of 31. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round and round, round she goes. Where she stops, only the internet knows. And our winner of this pool set will be bang PSN Green Hulkster, which of course it figures because I already have a package bundled up for him, and so it would of course mean that he's going to win. So I have a separate package to build out, but that's okay. Let us boom boom. We go here. Oops, no. There we go. There we go. All right,
back. Take it easy.
Chris,
watch your knees. Okay. All right. Congratulations, PSN Green Hulkster. Again, one of the tremendous kind souls in the comic book community. And I hope that you winning today uplifts your spirits, my man. Congratulations. We're going to go lucky number 7 from the front and lucky number 7 from the back.
2, 4, 6, 7.
Let's see if I can find that slab that's in there or some merch.
Well, he's got some merch coming to him from last time he won.
Right.
Yeah. We have an extra pull.
Boom. Okay.
So
with that, then
pull,
let's do lucky number 7 from the front this time for the extra pull.
Okay. 2, 4.
It's a mad respect. A lot of repeat winners on this channel. #rigged.
Trying to see if I can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So that was the first 2 essentially. So we have.
All right. Let's go front to back, Rob. We're gonna let it ride for a sec and stop in those 2 books. All right, we're going to go front to back, bright and early. Stop those 2 books. All right, PSN Green Hulkster. I hope we find something good that you enjoy.
All right, first book up here. Of course, again, every book comes with 2 Pokemon cards, courtesy of
Tyler.
Yeah, what's his name? Shattered Glass Comic Reviews. Spider-Man Life Story Annual number 1.
I'm going to have to claim that. I'm sorry, PSN Green Hulkster. That is just a tremendous Electro cover I need or Shocker cover I need in my collection. That how that made in there, I don't know. That's just awesome.
The Uncanny Avengers Ultron Reborn.
Very nice. Very nice.
How about some David Nakayama?
Oh, hold on. That deserves a Remy.
Yeah! Yeah!
We got lots of love for DNA around here.
Oh, great cover. Star Wars: The High Republic, issue number 10.
That's tremendous too. Look at the glow on her face. Seth 11, I see you.
Neil Adams, Batman Odyssey.
Oh, right.
Number 1.
Number 1. Nice sketch
lot
variant.
There's a lot of stuff going on here. Really, it's hard to get it all on camera, but there's so much.
Yeah, Neil Adams had a lot of fun with that miniseries. I know it wasn't necessarily well received at the time, but I think it's aging well.
Mm-hmm. The book that was your extra pull, this is Rima, the Jungle Girl.
Oh, that's an early DC.
Mm-hmm. Issue number 3. And then we have why this isn't there? Triple signed book. Flashpoint Beyond number 4, the first appearance of Dexter Dent as Robin. It is signed by Jeff Johns, Tim Sheridan, and Jeremy Adams.
Oh, God, Peter, hit me!
Yeah!
Ow!
How is that in the giveaway box?
That's what I just said.
Wow.
Congratulations, sir.
Well, there we are. Tremendous.
Again, I just want to reiterate to folks, the giveaway box gets seeded with some good books. They're in there. This is not just a bunch of books that I want to get rid of. There's some genuinely quality merchandise. So it's my way of giving back to you guys for supporting this channel and making this show that started off as me just unboxing showing off some slabs that were in my garage to the beautiful business that it is today, approaching 100 episodes. Thank you all for taking this ride with us and hanging out with us today on Saturday. I know it could be lots of time. Sometimes Saturday's a family day, but I consider you family now. That and my brother, of course, Chris. All right, guys. Thank you all again for coming out. Again, tune in next week, Cole's Comic Clips. Thank you very much to Brian Red Cloud Ball 1 over on Instagram. Check him out at Red Cloud Ball 1. Give him a follow. And guys, until next time, make sure that you collect what you want. Don't fall for phone. Don't listen to anybody else, including me. I mean, just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.